Okay, so Mr. Director, we're here with our movie pitch. We read this novel, Quiet American by Graham Greene, and we think it's an undiscovered gem. So we're gonna just hit you with some of the character ideas that we have in mind, and just let us know what you think.
First, we're going to start off with Fowler, and we see him in the beginning of the novel, and he's very cynical, and he even says that I laugh at anyone who spends so much time writing about what doesn't exist, mental concepts, and he kind of addresses everything in a cynical, kind of atheist and realist kind of way. And we have many spots in the novel. We see him, and he's communicating with different characters, and his old age and his realist kind of viewpoint influence the other characters and the opinions they make. Like, he even says, I have no reason to believe in a God, I believe what I report. And we see in the beginning, he's more of, I don't believe in anything, I'm not going to stand up for anything. And then there's a shift in the novel where he begins to see everything that's going on, and he starts to try to make a stand and try to change the way he feels.
The next major character we encountered in the novel was an American by the name of File. He transferred over there to wherever Fowler was stationed in order to work on this project that he kind of kept discreet. And we pegged Joseph Gordon-Levitt to portray the character of Pyle. He was the only American that had a major presence in the novel. And initially he's described as being quiet. He seemed modest. And the main character, Fowler, described him saying, sometimes that first day I had to lean forward to catch what he was saying. So he spoke quietly, and he was very, very serious. We feel like Levitt can portray this part really well, you know, the stereotypical American style of dressing and whatnot. Powell was also described as criticizing no one. So he was, you know, a nice, naive, fairly innocent American. And another thing that we think is pretty important is that Fowler characterizes Powell as being boyish, and we feel that there's an actor that can portray, you know, the boyish yet very serious, solemn nature of the American in the time of war. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is going to be the guy to do that.
Well, nicely going off with Fowler and Pyle, there's another character which is Phong. She is, which means Phong means phoenix in Vietnamese, stated in the book. And the interesting thing about Phong is she's characterized as the most beautiful woman in Vietnam, and she has this three-way conflict with Fowler and Pyle. She initially has a relationship with Fowler, but then again has an uncertain kind of ideal on which way she has to go, either on Pyle's side or Fowler. And one of the things, like in the novel, that is characterized as Phong is like the kind of uncertainty that she possesses, and the lack of speech and clarity of her character, because she doesn't know which way she's supposed to go in life or in relationships. And I chose Maggie Q as Phong in the movie, because Phong, although she's really beautiful, she kind of has an innocent sense because of the idea that she kind of doesn't know like what she's doing, like an innocent Vietnamese woman. She doesn't. She's not used to the American or the British way, so she's just kind of adjusting as she goes. So I think Maggie Q has that innocent look on her, and she would portray Phong very well.
Okay, and lastly we have Vigo. Vigo is a member of the Surete. He's one in charge of investigating Kyle's death. Adrian Brody would be a good Vigo, possibly, because of the look of him. He has the long nose and looks like he's in tune with his job. Basically, Vigo, when playing a game of dice with Fowler in the streets, asks if when he loses, asks if he wants his revenge. The reply from Fowler is, another time, what a gambler you could be, Vigo. You play any other game of chance. Because the way Vigo responds to this, you see that he's not completely sure of himself, but he's pretty confident in himself at sometimes. He believes that well, he's, like I said, he's torn between what he should do and what he should do for justice and what he should do for France.
So we kind of hit you with some of the initial character ideas that we have. If the concept seems interesting, we have a follow-up meeting we can arrange where we can kind of provide you a little bit more in-depth analysis of the whole concept. So give us a call back and we'll be in touch.